What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled, Is YouTube Cleaning House? Now, 2 weeks ago, there was a Bloomberg article I was reading about YouTube, trying to clean house. And I didn't know the things that were done on YouTube that they say caused this. Because Black YouTube has a whole nother thing going on. And, the dude was tased a rat as a YouTube video. Eating a Tide Pod, the ones that you wash your clothes with. Some woman got tried to prank a man on YouTube and got him killed. Like, this is not stuff that we do in Black YouTube. You get what I'm saying? I think, of course, they brought up the Nazi reference. But because of things like this, and there was a few other things that I forget to mention right now because I read the article weeks ago. I just forgot to do the video. And the thing about it was, it's like, we don't do stuff like that. But because Black YouTube, the Black YouTubers in the Black sector talk about things, talk about actual issues, we're targeted to be to just like people who tase rats. I don't get that, but whatever. And I get it. YouTube wants to make the material more family friendly, because I guess YouTube is not just a platform anymore. It's like a channel, almost a free network television or cable television, and I think that's part of what it's trying to turn into. Like, you got to have an elaborate setup for them to push you. But as a YouTuber who's Black, I've been knowing for years, they suppress our channels. They suppress our channels, our views, our subscribers. So do I think that, YouTube cleaning house is going to affect Black YouTubers? Absolutely. We can talk about, if we make ourselves look bad as a people, those videos will stay up and somehow get a lot of views quick. But if we talk about things that are more introspective or have a more intelligent approach about life in general, nah. Or not even controversial topics or semi-controversial topics, just adult discussions, gonna have an issue. Because it seems like they cleaning house. They want what they want on. And I get it. But the thing about that is, I don't think it's a two-way street. I think, like, one group can disrespect another group on YouTube, and that's fine. But if that group disrespects the group that disrespected them, you're getting shut down. Now, it's kind of weird to me because it's like old videos are causing people to get strikes. And I really don't, I make mild-mannered kind of videos, so I don't know. But if you got to go back a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you go, oh, I don't like that video, and then somebody's channel shut down for that, that's suspect, because the controversial content that you might feel is controversial or not approved kind of grandfathered in. I mean, it was fair game at the time. Now, I understand this is a process. You figure it out as you go. But I know as far as Black YouTubers, we don't do the kind of stuff that other YouTubers have done. That's the thing. I don't get it. But for them to clean house, I get it. I don't. I think that, you know, it's kind of consolidating people, because I know they changed the rules about monetization and all that other stuff. And I think maybe they only want a certain amount of people with the ability to make money, because I don't think when YouTube demonetizes videos, or I forget what the monetization thing when it's yellow, like certain people could only advertise. I think they keep all that advertisement money. Like, you know, you won't see it, but they'll keep it. Because if it's partially monetized, it's still monetized. You know, just saying, like, it's just certain entities can only use it. But, you know, will the cleaning house help? I don't know. You know, I mean, and I got so bad that a YouTuber shot at the place, so, you know, and I mean, people like me don't fit the profile of people who gonna do that. I'm sure they changed their whole protocol about how to getting into that building, which you should, and I'm glad you did. But at the same time, what's going on? Like, people say what's good and what's not, what's free speech and what's not, what's the line and what's not, because the line seems to be, like I said a while back, you know, with certain people the line is a circle, and you get to jump in and out when you feel like it at different spots. So what the line is for one person is not the same line for another person. You know, all of this stuff is just basically based on people's opinions and feelings. And just like when they hired people to watch videos and watch people's content, that's subjective too. You know, I have certain titles that you have to appeal just to get them fully monetized. And then they're bland titles, to be perfectly honest, but it is what it is. Now, how clean is clean? You know, like, because I think it's going to be a different standard for everybody. Because the one thing I will say, people use YouTube for entertainment and information. And I think one of the problems is when you push to entertainment without information, you push for people pushing the envelope more. This is how you get people, you know, putting dead bodies, swinging in a suicide park on YouTube. This is how you get stuff like that, because they got to do the next extreme thing. And you know, that's the part about the content. What content is acceptable and what content isn't. And I think it's weird, because you would say if a black content creator talks about racism or white supremacy, that's a problem. But you hear a lot of black YouTubers who talk about that subject say, you know, they hear a lot of hate speech from a lot of these neo-Nazis and Klan members that are on YouTube, and it's not really, they don't really get much push. It's all good. Like, it's not like these guys are getting flagged and they can't come back. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'm tired. But I don't know, because I don't go on their channels, you know. But I do know, without balance, you're gonna have extremes. And I think people gravitate to extremes as entertainment. So it's going to be weird, because if YouTube is clearing house, since they're clearing house, how much of the extreme material is going to remain, or the extreme content creators. And I'm not talking about as far as disrespectful or dysfunctional or, you know, antagonists or stuff like that. I'm just talking about the people who push the envelope of, I gotta entertain these people. I gotta pull a next stunt. Like, which one of those stunts is too much, you know? So if it's cleaning the house, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting thing, because I think it's gonna be so difficult for people to actually make a channel now. And a person like me, like I said plenty of times, this is a hobby, so, you know, but at the same time, it wouldn't be cool if all of the years I've done videos, somebody looks at a video from 5 years ago and then flags my channel, and then all of a sudden, you know, instead of getting rid of that one video, they try to just get rid of everything. That doesn't make sense. But ain't my platform. So, you know, that's all I got to say about that. We out.